and one that's got me definitely nostalgia in the feels. Welcome back to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. Today we've got a miniature Ben Nevis 10-year-old, 46% ABV, and this is the old bottling, which I do believe is better than the new official bottling, which I have tried as well. Tried at the distillery. I've had a full bottle of this. I believe I must have finished it prior to me starting the YouTube reviews, so I will review it as the full price. This was £6.15 for the miniature, and Mark, who's a Patreon and fellow Tapes member, picked two of these up for me because I was kind of missing the old 10-year-old style. So yeah, he picked these up, and we'll get down to the palate, the nose, the palate, the finish, see if it's a Whisky Win or a Whisky Bin. I don't think it's chill filtered or added colouring. It's quite thick in the glass, quite oily. The nose, yeah, it's beefy. There's like some sort of kind of, I'm thinking of like a beefy ramen or something, like possibly something close to just that kind of beef broth, maybe some Asian spices, Asian oil, yeah, something like that. It's definitely like herbaceous, it's dirty, kind of grimy. There is a little bit of a citrus tone to it. And yeah, I think the nose is just fantastic. There's some kind of spent matches there as well, a little bit off-putting for some people, that kind of sulfuric element to it, but it's not for me. It's just, this is just quintessentially Ben Nevis for me. This is what I think of, and possibly because that's what I know Ben Nevis for, is this 10-year-old, this official bottling. They also had the batch 1, which, if I remember correctly, there was a story behind the batch 1 10-year-old. It was something to do with some sort of award ceremony. They kind of wanted to play up a little bit and release this batch 1, and it was absolutely fantastic, and it's got quite a cult following from the whiskey enthusiasts. Yeah, it's just meaty, it's just perfect. It's earthy, there's like a little bit of leather, possibly something agricultural to it as well, like a barnyard or something. Just a little bit dirty, possibly some kind of saline elements. It's a little bit bitter as well. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. I've not actually taken any notes for this. This is all just from the kind of glass, and from having that bottle so long ago, it's still very much there. Those flavours, the experience that I got. We'll go down to the palate. Strong, bold, meaty again, just, oh, this is just, damn. There's definitely like prunes, raisins, it's a bit umami, once again tying in with that kind of ramen, that kind of beef broth. There's also a little bit of fruitiness, but it's kind of taken over by the bold umami elements there. Once that kind of subsides, you're left with some sort of fruits. You're left with a little bit of citrus. There's also a kind of tangy element to it as well. It's definitely a kind of musty dram, if that's the right way to describe it. It feels a little bit, I don't know, it feels a little bit older than it actually is. It's only 10-year-old, but it comes across well developed, complex, full bodied. It could be 18, it could be 21, I feel. I think it definitely outperforms the age that's on the bottle. There's a little bit of vanilla there as well. There's some kind of, I don't know, methanol or something. The finish is medium to long, kind of malty. I'm thinking of like, once again, umami as well, but I'm kind of thinking of like brown, I don't know, like brown rice or brown bread, something like that. quite dark. It gives those dark tones, possibly more prunes in the finish, sorry, and a little bit of caramel, just a little, maybe not as sweet, like a little bit burnt, a little bit of caramelized something, so more on that bitter side, but just honestly a fantastic dram. One of the conclusion for this is definitely one of my favourite accessible drams when it was. It's a shame that it's been discontinued and you can't necessarily get it. I think you can get it on auctions, but I'm not aware of what the prices are. But when Mark says he could pick me up 2 of these miniatures, I knew I had to have them just for a rainy day, and I thought I would review it. But just fantastic, and it may be a little bit of nostalgia, sentiment, reminiscent of a time previous to when I was diving into such whiskies like Springbank 10, but this is on those lines. Jeff Whiskey recently, and you should go see his Springbank video, he recently compared Ben Nevis 10, the new bottle I believe, to the Springbank 10, which is fair enough in his eyes, if that's how his palate kind of it is built. He was saying for the value for money, but this is more Springbank 10 than the newer one. This is not saying that it is Springbank 10, and I'm not taking anything away from this Ben Nevis 10. It's absolutely fantastic, but if I was to have those two as my only whiskies, I'd be fine, because Springbank 10 gives me the peat, it gives me a little bit of the funk, a little bit of Campbelltown, a little bit of kind of seaside tones, and the Ben Nevis just gives me everything that isn't there in the Springbank 10. I hope that makes sense, but this is just a fantastic dram. I don't even really need to go through the 3 ways I rate my whiskey, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think I'm almost certain that this was like £40 a bottle when it first came out. So would I buy it again? Yes, yes, yes. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. Maybe not at the auction prices. And would I recommend it? 100 times yes. I cannot stress just how much this dram means. It was attainable, affordable, tasty, well presented, and it still is exactly how I remember it. So yeah, that's been the review, a very positive one, and one that's got me definitely nostalgia in the feels. So thanks for watching. It's been a Whisky Win. I've been Stuart, this has been Whisky Whims. I'll see you later.